You can probably tell by the decals here that this is the 1921 Singer Model 66 Red Eye sewing machine, and I've been working on just getting it cleaned up with some WD-40, but I want to show you the process that you go through if you want to get out the bobbin case assembly. And pretty simple. I already loosened these screws, so basically all you have to do is take these screws out for the needle plate. Got a lot better lighting in this room too, and I'll probably just throw up a video on me doing this. This slide plate, it was really tight. I've got that loosened up, but what I show you now is going to be a tip that somebody left on one of my other older videos from 4 years ago. Take this out, the needle plate, take that off, just set it aside. Turn your hand wheel until the feed dogs are down, and then take this plate and come this way with it, because there's a little metal spring you don't want to break, and just slightly just get it so it just clears the teeth of the feed dog, and push it off this way. On my old video I took this and just pulled it off, and someone mentioned that you can trash out this spring here, and when you go to put this back on you want to do just the reverse, because these channels come to an end right here and they go all the way to the end of the plate here. That's why you see a lot of these machines, this plate's off and people don't put it back on. It goes on this way, and then what you have to do is just take your screwdriver and pry the very tips of this spring up a little bit, and then you'll get it to slide back on. But let's continue here. Get that out of the way. Hands are probably a little dirty, but we'll keep going on anyway. And another thing, the newer model, you can just pick this little finger here right out of this groove and lift it up over and pull this out. But the older ones, you'll know it's an older one because the screw looks a little bit different, and this is quite a thick piece of metal here, whereas on the newer ones it's much thinner. So what you're going to have to do on an old one, I'm a little new to this myself because I haven't done one this old before, is get the feed dogs to the back position here. I already did clean this a little bit just outside, but I want to take these parts out and clean them a little bit better. Put your screwdriver on this one, turn it counterclockwise. Now initially this was super tight, so let me show you something about this screw that you might want. If yours is super tight, be patient and, okay, see how long the top of the screw head is? Let me get it over here. You might want to put some penetrating fluid down that hole and let it soak in so that you don't, mar this up or actually snap half of that screw head off. But there's the screw that you got to take out right here. Set that aside, and then I might block the shot a little bit. I'll try to do it a little slowly with the screwdriver. Pick this piece up and just tip it back like this, and then you can reach in here and wiggle this out, because once you've got this bobbin case, the bobbin case out, and then this mechanism, just tip it up like this and it'll come out from under the feed dogs. And here's this piece. This felt is on here. The idea is that you can put some oil into this felt, and then it'll hold some oil against the parts. But see, this can be cleaned up really nice now, and this piece can be cleaned up. I'm going to set them aside, and then you can get into this whole area down here to clean that out. And you can also get in here and just feel the hook area. Just make sure there's no burrs and that it's sharp. So that's the way you go about taking that out. And then obviously to put it back in, here I am messing around. Just do the opposite when you put it back together. Let's see what happened. On my other video, I remember I positioned the hook right about here at the tip of my finger when I put it back together. But all I had to do was put the put the bobbin case back in. I didn't have this other piece out, so let's see what happens if we just put the point of that hook right there, like I did on the other video 4 years ago. Time flies when you're having fun. Oh yeah. Yep, that worked good. Have the point of the hook right there, and then you can put these pieces back in and drop your screw back in here. Make sure your feed dogs are down and back out of the way. If you adjust your stitch length to the longest stitch, these will be back the furthest. I'm not going to put this back together. I have to clean it yet, but there you go. You can put that back in, and when you put your slide plate back on, just make sure you come from this way like so. You'll see those little, they go all the way to the end here. Here they terminate on this side. Come in like this, put it on, take a little screwdriver, just bend the point of those up a little bit on each side and get it worked in there, and put it all back together. So I am going to post this video separate from the rest of my work on this machine, but it will be included in the other video too as chapter 1 or 2. All right, as always, thanks for watching.